Hey guys, it's Armfro here. Got another match. Sorry, I didn't really upload another one last week. I was actually getting ready for the San Diego YCS. Yeah. So here we go. I've got a battle against Cloud. This is an OU match. He is a very OU standard team. And I've just got my regular, random, weird, fun team. I'm gonna go for the U-turn. I randomly get a crit. Doesn't really matter too much because it's a Ferrothorn. And get that thing out of there. Okay, anyways, I'm going to send in Luffy just because I know even if he sets up Stealth Rocks, I could go for the sub. If he wants to set up spikes, that's cool for him, and I could just close combat and I just get a free sub. But he's actually going to switch into his Latios, which is perfectly fine with me because I do have the Mega Horn. I guess he's assuming I'm just a Scarf Heracross, because that's usually what Heracrosses are, but I am sub, and I'm going to go for the Mega Horn as he Psyshocks my sub to break it away, as I'm just going to go for the Mega Horn. As long as I hit, I know Oko, and luckily it does, and that's an easy kill for the Latios, but he does have his Alakazam, which I'm pretty sure is going to switch into, and that's actually, I'm thinking I'm going to switch into Sableye just because he's probably going to go for the Psychic, and I know Sableye is Dark type, which just makes it completely immune to Psychic. So he could predict that, go for the Shadow Ball, but you know what? I'm just going to go for it. He goes for the Psychic, which is really good. Now I can swagger this guy, even if he does switch out, it's free confusion on something, as he actually switches back into Ferrothorn, which I'm actually okay with. I'm going to go for the Swagger. Increases his attack, but makes him confused, so confusion actually hurts him more. And right here, I'm just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp because I want residual damage. In hindsight, I probably should have switched just straight to Heracross right here, just because he is confused. There's a really high chance he's not going to be able to do anything. A 50-50 shot. But I just wanted the residual damage just in case he does something weird or predicts the double switch, predicts a switch into Heracross, but he doesn't. He probably goes for the Elite Seed or something like that. So right here, I'm actually going to switch into Heracross, thinking that he's probably just going to try to stay in, probably try to go for the Elite Seed or Power Whip or something, as I'm going to switch into Heracross because I'm going to resist everything. I'm going to resist his Power Whip. If he goes for the spikes, perfectly fine with me. But the problem is if you go for the Elite Seed, it's going to be a little problem. So here, I'm actually going to predict his prediction of my sub. Maybe go for a Power Whip or something. But I'm going to go straight for the close combat just because I want to try to kill the Heracross. But I got to go close combat on the Alakazam. Because Alakazam's terrible defense, it's not going to kill. But it's going to do a lot of damage. So here, I'm just going to go straight to switch into Sableye, even if he predicts me and goes for the Shadow Ball. I know Sableye is special defensive, so I know I could take at least one Shadow Ball and just go for the recover, just because I am at really good health. He actually does go for the Shadow Ball. As long as he doesn't get the special defense drop, I'm actually perfectly fine. I know I can take another one easily. And I could actually probably just go for the Swagger and actually just recover next turn, but I decided to just go straight for the recover. I don't want him to get a crit with the Shadow Ball and just completely KO me. As here, I'm just going to switch into Heracross. I could go for the Swagger, confuse him, but I'm just going to go straight into Heracross. If he predicts me somehow, that's fine. I can just go for the close combat on anything and he'll die. But he actually goes for the Power Whip. Because of the burn, it's not going to do jack, and I resist it. So I'm actually just going to go for the sub. There's no really point for me not to go for the sub. If he stays in, okay, that's cool. But if he switches out, I get a free hit on whatever comes in. So I'm actually going to go for the substitute, as he actually goes for a Elite Seed, which he probably should have done last time. But whatever. I'm actually going to go for the close combat here. Just take whatever takes out whatever comes in. I mean, his Infernape is pretty low defense. Alakazam's at low enough health that close combat will easily kill. Ferrothorn is an easy kill by itself. I mean, there's really no point for me not to go for the close combat. It's 100% accuracy, so there's no point in me. There's no way that I'm going to miss. So Alakazam goes down, which is really good, really big threat, really fast threat, completely out of the way. So here he's going to go into his Infernape, which has the biggest chance of taking a hit. He goes for the U-turn. I do resist it, so it's not going to kill my sub, as I'm just going to go for a close combat. I think it was just clinching on that my defense drop will be able to break my sub, but I'm going to go for the close combat here. take out his Ferrothorn. I do take Iron Barb's damage, but it's not that much, and Leftovers will be able to recover it, as he's going to go back into his Fernape. I'm pretty sure it's Scarfed, so anything that he's stuck into, he has to stay with. He's going to go for the Flare Blitz, easily going to break my sub, and I'm thinking, okay, close combat should be able to kill this Infernape, unless he has some random HP investment. So I'm going to go for the close combat. Heracross is amazing at attack, but he lives with just a smidgen, which really sucks. As, you know what, I want to save my Heracross for a little later, so I'm actually going to switch into my Politoed. He's stuck into Flare Blitz, the rain's up, and I'm going to resist it, and it's just going to be an easy kill for me. The only thing I'm really scared of is his Jolteon, just because it is extremely fast, but I do have a Scarfed Landorus. As long as his Jolteon doesn't have a random balloon on it, I should be fine. Even if he does, I could just U-turn, break the balloon, and just switch to something for Death Fodder. So here I'm going to go for the Protector to see what type he is. If he did go for the sub there, I would have been in trouble, but luckily, it's not, and I'm gonna switch into Gliscor, predicting his Thunderbolt, thinking he's just gonna go straight out and go for a Thunderbolt. Even if he does go for the Hidden Power Ice, I want to just make sure that he actually, if he's Scarfed or Specked, that I know right away. So he is gonna go for the Hidden Power Ice, and he has the Ice Gem, which is weird, but you know what? Whatever. And I'm just going to go into Landorus. He does have a Scizor left, which is a threat, but I do have a Rotom Wash, so I should be fine. I am actually going to go for the Earth Power here. What is it called? Sheer Force Earth Powers. It's just going to easily wreck this Jolteon. And all he has left is a Scizor. I decided just to stay in, do as much damage as I can, go for the Earth Power. And even if he goes for the Bullet Punch, it's not going to kill. But if he goes for the Sword Dance, I could just easily take a hit and just KO him with the next Pokemon that comes in, especially with Rotom Wash. He's going to kill me with a Bullet Punch, and he does have Life Orb, which is really good for me. So even if he is able to kill my Rotom Wash with, say, Superpower, it's just going to easily get a kick. He goes for the Quick Attack, not going to kill me, as I go for the Volt Switch just to finish him off, as Life Orb's going to finish him off. So that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, stay classy.